2023 is winding down to a close, so it's time to look ahead to all the movies coming out in 2024 to determine what their fate will be when the year ends. Starting off on February 1st, we have Argylle. Now, I don't have much hope for this film because the trailer looks like it's going to be a generic streaming action movie, but I think it will be better than most streaming movies because of its theatrical release. The concept of a writer writing stories that will come true has been done so many times, and this one doesn't look like it will stand out. Then we have Madame Web, and I don't think it's a bold prediction to say that this will be really bad. Now, one thing nice I'll say about it is that it'll be at least better than Morbius. Up next is the new movie of one of the Coen brothers, Drive Away Dolls. And congrats, I think this will be the first movie we talked about that would actually be good. But when 2024 ends, I think everyone will have forgotten that this exists. Now we have my most anticipated movie of the year, Dune Part 2. We're not going to waste any time with this one. I think this will be incredible and a top 3 of the year. Now, I don't have much confidence for Kung Fu Panda 4. Now, I don't think it'll be bad, but it'll be on the same level as the third one. And it won't be nearly as good as the first two. Imaginary is a new horror movie from Blumhouse. And yeah, this will probably be really bad. Blumhouse doesn't have the greatest track record. It's also from the director of Truth or Dare. And the concept and the trailer does not look scary at all. Last time I did this, I predicted that Ghostbusters Frozen Empire would beat Aquaman 2 at the box office. And now these movies won't be coming out a week apart from each other, but I still absolutely believe that this will happen. Then we have Mickey 17. Now I think this will go down the path as Blade Runner 2049. It will not do great financially, but some people will really love it, while others will respect it, but won't get it, at least not at a first watch. Next up is Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. I swear, all these subtitles are the same. Now, I've noticed a renewed interest in the MonsterVerse, so I think this movie will do really well, and I think it'll be good. I watched a trailer for Civil War before writing this video, and I think it looked really stupid and dumb, but I think it'll be fun to nitpick. Now we have Challengers, a new film that we're supposed to get in 2023, but got delayed. The subject matter doesn't really interest me that much, but I trust Luca Guadagnino enough that I think it'll be good. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. The Fall Guy looks generic. Not as generic as Argylle, but I don't think it'll be anywhere close to the quality as Bullet Train or The Nice Guys. May 24th will be an interesting day in film, with 3 movies coming out that day, one of them being the Garfield movie. I think this will end up being a generic kids movie that we forget about when the year ends. On the same day, we have the Mad Max prequel, Furiosa, which I thought could be good, but then the trailer came out and it looked really bad. Like, some of the shots in here look like they're from Spy Kids 3D. When the actual movie comes out, it may look better, but I do think it's wild that it's from the same director as Mad Max Fury Road. The third movie coming out on May 24th is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think it's really dumb to put these and Furiosa out on the same day. It might have been done to create another Barbenheimer, but I think they'll just end up competing with each other. However, I do think Planet of the Apes will be the best movie to come out on May 24th, or at least for me. Then we have Ballerina. Now I think this movie will actually be good, but I wish I would just end the John Wick franchise at the 4th one, and not make all these spin-offs. Inside Out 2 is next, and I'm kind of excited. I want Pixar to stop making unnecessary sequels, but I think there is a way that an Inside Out sequel will work. Now we have A Quiet Place Day 1, the prequel to A Quiet Place. I think this will be a good movie that people will talk about, but a month later I think we'll all have forgotten about it. Up next is Deadpool 3. I have mixed feelings about this one. On the one hand, we're getting a new Deadpool movie, but on the other hand, this had a trouble production, and the state of Marvel is not great right now. But ultimately, I think this will be good and on par with the other two, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's bad. Alien Romulus seems like it'll be similar to Prey. With that, I predict that this will be on the same level as Prey, with this being a solid little IP thriller movie. Up next is Kraven the Hunter, and this will probably be really bad. Now, I think it'll be better than Madame Web and Morbius, but that's not saying a lot, is it? Beetlejuice 2 is next, and I do not have confidence in this movie at all. Tim Burton's recent works don't have the best track record. And I'm not a huge fan of the first Beetlejuice. I'm not sure why Beetlejuice needs a sequel in the first place. Up next is Transformers 1, which might actually be pretty good. It's a prequel about the origin of Optimus Prime and his rivalry with the evil one I forgot the name of. The voice cast is stacked, and I think this could be the best animated movie of the year. And definitely be the best Transformers movie. Now we have Saw 11, which I don't think will have a dip or rise in quality than the last one. People who like Saw X will like this one, and the people who don't like Saw X will not like Saw 11. Now we have Joker 2. I'm not really sure what Joker 2 will be, or whether it will be good or not. It has the potential to be a weird misfire, but also has the potential of being amazing. Whatever it ends up being, it will definitely end up being interesting. Next we have Smile 2. Now I think the first Smile was an okay little horror movie, but I'm feeling mean today, so I'm predicting that sequel will be actually bad. But I still don't think it'll make money. Venom 3 is a movie I forgot was coming out this year. And even though I like the second Venom movie, I think Venom 3 will be the worst one. Now we have Gladiator 2. Sure, I guess. Gladiator is a terrible movie to make a sequel out of. The disappointing thing is that I don't think it will follow Russell Crowe being reborn as a god, or something like the original Gladiator 2 was supposed to be, which would have at least been interesting. Anyway, I think this movie will be boring, even though it does have a stacked cast. Apparently, they're making an animated Lord of the Rings movie called Lord of the Rings: The War on Rohan. What? I don't know. No, I'm of the opinion that I think we should leave the Lord of the Rings franchise alone. The Amazon Rings Power show they made did not feel like Lord of the Rings. It just felt like a generic fantasy show. I could not finish the show. It was so bad. But I guess this movie is better than if they just remade the original trilogy. There's a new Barry Jenkins movie coming out. I love Moonlight and FBO. Yeah, I have no confidence in the live-action Lion King movie they're making. Barry Jenkins being attached as director gives me a little hope, but I don't think another movie with motionless CGI animals will work. We're ending this video with a positive note, with two movies I'm really excited about. One is Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. Nosferatu seems like a really cool character that you can do a lot of interesting stuff with. And Eggers is a director who really knows how to deliver a creepy and interesting movie. And I can't wait to see what he does with it. And finally, we have a new film from director Jordan Peele. I'm a big fan of Peele's horror work, and we don't know a lot about this one yet, but I think he'll hit this one out of the park. It could be his best movie.